Good morning, this is Alana. It is finally cold, and I'm very excited. I love the cold. I grew up in a desert, so obviously I very much love the cold. Whoa, I very much also have there's a rainbow on me. And so, in light of it finally being a little chilly, I thought it would be very fun to discuss the concept of creating with the seasons, I suppose. So most of what I share online is painting, is illustration, is watercolor, acrylic, things of that nature. I very much, to my core, love to create anything and everything. I am going to see if I can find some photos of previous work because I'd say about 3/4 of what I create art-wise is art and is illustration based, but the art illustration based is like illustration and 2D based. But then the other quarter of my art is sculpture and is fiber art and is, I love to make books, so I would consider that a type of sculpture as well. But because it's cold, as soon as like we hit August and September, that's usually when I start to knit. So I'm looking at, my 5 projects I've got going and the 3 pieces that I have finished in front of me. So let us take a little bit of a stroll down just the concept of fiber art, and maybe we'll get into some history, maybe we won't. It's one of the oldest forms of creating is weaving and knitting and, making with cloth. Ooh, I also made a really fun robe because I needed something to do on the 4th of November. So let's go over that. I also made my little bandana. So I have a really, really cool creator on here that I will link down below who has an amazing video of how to create bandanas via knitting. I don't really know how to crochet. I'm trying to learn. I'm not great at it. But I made a robe because I was getting cold and I needed something. So this is double-sided. I did not have a pattern. I just laid it down and I just made it. But you know what? It worked very nicely. So this is my big sewing project that I've done for the year. Now, I've shown this a little bit a couple of months ago, and it was going to be a baby blanket, and with the way the world is going, I sort of just have turned it into a shawl. And it's taken the back burner because it's one of my projects, and I don't need to be working on it right now, but oh, I do just love that lemon yellow. But we're talking about holidays, so I am a person that creates stuff for family on holidays, naturally. So this is just what I'm working on so far. This was a piece for my godmother, and I already gave it to her, but I wanted to still show it in the light because I love those colors. I love the softness of fabric, or of the yarn itself. It's very inspiring to work with it. Because those pieces are finished, along with the piece that I just inserted right there. But then these are the rest of what I'm working on. Just knitting, knitting, knitting. And let me tell you, I'm very much inspired by materials. And so I bought off of someone from Facebook Marketplace when I had a Facebook Marketplace a decade ago. I bought from this lady, she said she had about $20 worth of yarn and I could come and pick it up. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. That's a really great deal. This is the $20 worth of yarn that I bought a decade ago and I'm still working on. Oops. I'm in distress because I lost a knitting needle. It's not like I have 5 projects rolling around, but I have another one. So history. No offense, I didn't look up history for knitting for this. I think it's pretty obvious to state that it's one of the oldest forms of creation, whether viewed as artistic as otherwise, to spin and knit and weave together soft materials in order to form clothing and scarves and knitted etceteras. So I would just very much counsel you that creating presents for people is one of the most personally gratifying and friendliness gratifying. That's not the correct term. I think it's good for you and it's good for them when you create something for someone for a holiday present. So that's my just teeny tiny diatribe today on the creation of gifts. Sort of a gentle continuation of my previous video talking about the fraught aspects of going and buying presents during this really tumultuous world that we're existing in. But anyway, I hope your day's going well. I hope everything is as kind and as peaceful as your circumstances can allow. I've also been reading a lot of Charlotte Bronte, so that is inexplicably finding its own way into my vocabulary. Well, have a beautiful rest of today. I know this isn't like the most exciting video I've ever created and put it out on the internet, but also it's what you're getting. I try my damnedest to always post something on Friday because I like consistency, and I enjoy just the little bit of community that I have. You know, I don't have much, truly, but I'm very grateful for what I do have, especially with that beautiful ringing of a circle saw not 40 feet from me. So stay warm. Be sure to drink a lot of water if you aren't. Make sure that you have, I don't know, dotted your I's, crossed your T's, called everyone who needs to be called, and have a beautiful rest of the week. Take care.